at the marriage of the stars and the earth, the necessity of uniting the universal life force of Reiki with the primal grounding of the shaman. Today, we are opening the heavy doors of the cosmos itself. We are going to look at the landscape you actually travel when you step out of the physical body. We are talking about the shamanic architecture. In mainstream spirituality, people often treat the spirit world like a vague, foggy mist where you just close your eyes and hope for the best. They treat it like a lawless dreamscape. But true masters know that the unseen realms are not chaotic. They have a geography. They have laws. They have a strict, multi-dimensional architecture. Now, ancient lineages across the globe, from the temples of Kemet to the tribal fires of the Americas, have always mapped this terrain. They understood that the cosmos is divided into three distinct, interconnected realities: the lower world, the middle world, and the upper world. Today, our focus is going to be looking upwards. We are ascending into the upper world. We are going to strip away the vague New Age illusions and look at the actual technical mechanics of the celestial realms, how to safely navigate them, and what it truly means to channel from the highest source of cosmic order. To understand the upper world, we have to understand its place in the cosmic tree. Now, before a shaman journeys, they establish their center at the Axis Mundi, the cosmic axis, often visualized as a massive multi-dimensional tree whose roots plunge into the deep earth and whose branches pierce the highest heavens. Now, let's briefly map out these layers so you'll understand the terrain here. Now, first you have the lower world. This is not hell. It is not a place of punishment. The lower world is the realm of the subconscious, the primal elements, and the collective memory of the earth. It is a dense, heavy, beautiful landscape populated by power animals, nature spirits, and the deep roots of our ancestral lineages. This is where we go to retrieve lost soul fragments and face our shadows. Then you have the middle world. This is the energetic mirror of our current physical reality. It is the unseen dimension right here, right now. It is the realm of land spirits, ghosts, and the immediate energetic imprints of places and objects. It is a highly volatile space to journey in because it is directly influenced by human chaos and ego. And then we lift our gaze to the upper world. The upper world is the realm of pure, high-frequency archetypal energy. It is the domain of the ascended masters, the ancient deities, the star nations, and the blueprints of cosmic law and order. If we represent the lower world as the soil, the upper world is the starlight. It is a place of absolute crystalline order, mathematics, and spiritual illumination. It is where we go not to heal our past, but to remember our divine destiny and receive the architectural blueprints for our lives. But ascending into the upper world is not as simple as just imagining you are floating up into the clouds. This is where many ungrounded practitioners get lost, because the upper world vibrates at such an incredibly high and refined frequency. Entering into it without preparation is like plugging a standard household appliance directly into a massive power grid. Your human nervous system cannot handle the voltage. If you do not have a structured container, you experience what I call spiritual evaporation. You drift into a floaty, ungrounded state, unable to bring any real, actionable wisdom back down into your physical life. This is exactly where the precision of Reiki becomes your greatest asset. In our lineage, we do not just blindly launch our consciousness into the sky. We use the sacred geometry and symbols of Reiki as our launchpad and also our compass. When you activate the higher degree Reiki frequencies, you are essentially building a localized, high vibrational elevator shaft. The Reiki symbols act as geometric coordinates that cut through the lower astral noise of the middle world, protecting your mind from illusion and perfectly matching your frequency to the specific gate of the upper world you wish to enter. Think of it as an energetic space suit. It keeps your consciousness intact, stabilized, and anchored, allowing you to interface with high-frequency intelligences like the Naturu of ancient Egypt or the great ascended masters without losing your center. You are no longer guessing. You are navigating with Cosmic Telemetry. Now, because this architecture is so precise, I want to give you a foundational and technical practice that you can begin utilizing today. This is the exact protocol I teach my initiates to ensure their human circuit board can handle the voltage of the upper world without frying. We call this the 3-point alignment. Now, before you even close your eyes to journey or activate a higher degree Reiki symbol, you must establish 3 distinct energetic anchors within your somatic body. The first anchor is the earth seed. You begin by dropping your awareness to the base of your spine, your root chakra, and down into the soles of your feet. You do not just imagine roots. you physically feel the heavy, dense, gravitational pull of the earth holding your body. You breathe deeply into the pelvic bowl, dropping your center of mass until your physical body feels like a heavy stone sitting on the landscape. This is your shamanic foundation. Without this weight, the upper frequencies will pull you out of your body. Now, the second anchor is the solar pillar. You move your awareness up to your solar plexus, right beneath your ribs. This is the seat of your personal sovereignty and your will. Here you compress the breath. You take a sharp inhale, hold it for 3 seconds, and feel the fire of your own presence ignite. This anchor ensures that as you ascend, you remain an active, conscious director of your own journey, rather than a passive observer floating away in the current. The third anchor is the crown gateway. Only after the root is heavy and the solar plexus is ignited do you open the top of the head. You activate the higher degree Reiki symbols, visualizing them as crystalline geometry resting right at your crown. This helps act as a step-down transformer. It takes the raw, massive voltage of the upper world and filters it, slowing the frequency down just enough so that it can safely pass into your human nervous system. When you sit in this 3-point alignment, heavy in the earth, ignited in the core, and structured at the crown, you are no longer just a human trying to meditate. You have turned your physical body into a living, multi-dimensional obelisk. You are perfectly calibrated to receive the transmission. So let's look at what happens when a practitioner fails to establish this physical calibration. So let's bring this down into your daily practice. What happens when a practitioner is disconnected from the true architecture of the upper world? Now, many people believe they are channeling upper world wisdom, but they are actually stuck in the upper layers of the middle world, the realm of human thought forms, egos, and spiritual illusions. If you are receiving guidance that feeds your spiritual ego, makes you feel superior to others, or gives you hyper-complicated, impractical information that doesn't even help you, it doesn't help you change your physical life, you are not in the upper world. You are caught in an astral echo chamber. So true upper world transmission is characterized by one thing: absolute, elegant, and simplicity. When you truly pierce the veil of the celestial realms using a stabilized Reiki-Shamanic container, the guidance is clean. It does not speak in riddles to stroke your ego. It drops into your heart like a heavy block of truth. It leaves you feeling deeply humbled, intensely clear, and perfectly calm. It gives you a blueprint that you can immediately execute somatically in your body, your business, and your relationships. If your spiritual practice has felt foggy, or if you feel like you are knocking on the door of the heavens but never fully stepping through, it is simply because you haven't been given the keys to the architecture. As we close this second transmission, I want you to sit with this contemplation. When you look upward for guidance, are you blindly floating into the fog, or are you stepping into a temple with clear, conscious intent? Are the truths you are bringing down actually changing the structure of your physical life? True sovereignty means knowing exactly where you are in the cosmos at all times. If you are ready to stop wandering the astral realms and learn the precise technical architecture of the multidimensional universe, your training is waiting. The doors to our Reiki-Shamanism initiation open August 8th, 2026. This is where we move past the fairy tales and step into the technical, royal science of the soul. To claim your seat and to join the sovereign spirits who are mastering this architecture right now, click the link in the show notes below and step inside the Harmonized Spirits community. I am Christopher Wolfing Spirit. Thank you for walking the cosmic tree with me today. Until next time, stand in your sovereignty.